What is up, guys and girls? My name is WeddyH. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies video. Today we're going to be talking about the subject whether or not you should purchase ZetsuBou No Shima, and this is probably going to be an appealing video to you if you're on the Xbox One or you're on the PC, you don't have the season pass and you're just thinking about whether or not you should get this map. And even if you do have the season pass, this might interest you as well, what you should expect, what everyone sort of thinks about it so far. And I did actually end up making a video about this a while back, and I thought, well, to be honest, this isn't quite fair, because although I say it's my opinion, the map hadn't been out for that long, and just me saying what I think, I don't think would be enough to convince you guys. So there's been a poll that was posted on Reddit, and I thought it was so unused. I mean, it was just posted on Reddit and left there, and I thought, hey, I could actually use this poll, show it on my YouTube video, and let everyone know what we think as a community of this map so far. So found a links down in the description if you want to check the original post, but without further ado, let's get straight into this. There was original 10 questions, and I believe I have around 7, so I just took out a few of the irrelevant ones. So we're going to get straight into this. I don't want to be talking about anything else for much longer, and these are the questions and the response from the community. So number 1 says, what was your very first impression of the map when you played it for the first time? And the vast majority here is saying they thought the map was fantastic and they're glad it feels like the good old Black Ops 1 experience. You then have the other almost 30% saying they thought it was decent, it wasn't spectacular, but it was okay. So there you go, 30% of people just saying that they thought the map was okay. That is a lot of people just thinking that the map was, you know, alright. Next question we have, what do you think is the best part of the map? The massive majority coming in here saying the DLC weapons, and what they mean by this is the Razorback, the HG40, the Marshall 16s, and this to me was like, wow, this is kind of upsetting, because only if they put these guns in the Eisendrache, how much better would that make the map if so many people enjoyed it in ZetsuBou No Shima? You then get the 18% saying that they liked the Easter egg. I thought the Easter egg was great. It's a bit repetitive, but yeah, I've got to admit it is a good Easter egg. It does give you a good insight to the storyline. And then you have the plants, and I love the plants. I think it's great that you can get drops, guns, and other little secrets from these plants. So yeah, I like it. I agree with that. That was a pretty good pull there. What do you think is the worst part of the map, excluding shitty glitches? So 32% saying the Thrasher, and I can kind of see what these guys are saying, because the Thrasher isn't like your ordinary Magua, your Panzer, where it just spawns in uniformly, so you know it's going to be on a certain round at a certain time, you get to go and prepare for it. It's just going to spawn in randomly, and whether or not you're prepared for that makes all the difference. So a lot of the time he's going to catch you off guard, you might be in a tight corridor and you don't have time to respond, and he's absolutely going to obliterate you. Other times he could just be spawning way out in the distance, you can get your Skull of Narsap way out and just easily obliterate back. So kind of evens out depending on how you look at it, but a massive percentage saying that they thought the Thrasher was the worst part. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. Then you have 21% saying other, so what that is, I guess we'll never know. Question 4, what did you think of the Easter egg? Spoilers if you haven't completed it. So the vast majority here, actually it's completely split. We have 2 leaders here. Let's go with the first one, saying the Easter egg was fun to do even though it was short. And then you have, it wasn't bad, definitely not the worst, but equally not the best. And to me, I would probably vote that one. I thought, yeah, it was pretty good, but I've seen a lot better, and it was pretty repetitive. So if you like Easter eggs, you're going to enjoy this, but if you're just going for it to get the trophy or achievement, you might find it a bit long and a bit boring. So let's go on to the next one. What do you think of the new boss zombie Thrasher / Shrek? The 37% of people said he's alright. You know, he's not good, he's not bad, he's alright. So, depends how you look at that, but not particularly good. It's kind of more of an annoyance than anything else, like any boss, to be honest. 23%, pretty bad boss, doesn't even give you a reward for killing it. There's sometimes 2 or 3 of them, and you completely slay them out, you don't get anything for it. And these guys can be lethal, so the fact that you don't get anything for it is kind of surprising, but then if you did get something for it, you would end up getting an extra 2 or 3 drops some of the time, so it's understandable why they did that. And then you have he's super easy to take out, and it's only an inconvenience when training. So this pretty much ties in with what I was saying. When you are on the right side of him, when you've got a clear distance from him, yeah, he's pretty easy to deal with, but if he catches you off guard, it's going to be a completely different story. Question 7, this is the last question that I have, and it says, what's your least favorite DLC to Gobble? Now, this doesn't directly tie into ZetsuBou, but it is pretty interesting to see what people have to say about the Gobble. So, the top 2 worst Gobblegums, people saying that Secret Shopper. I know people thought that this was going to be amazing when it first came out, and it turned out to be the complete opposite, one of the worst. And then you have 30% saying Unbearable, and I agree, Unbearable's good, but not for the casual players. It's more of a high round, you don't want the box to move, you don't want the teddy, you don't want fire cells sort of thing. So yeah, some pretty good questions there. I hope this very quickly gave you an insight as to what people think of this map, and I didn't want to go into too much detail. I'd like to have read off all of them, but this video is going to be absolutely insanely long if I go on for any longer. So let me know what you think about this. If it helped you, it would be great if you could show your support, whether that's liking, commenting, or subscribing here for the latest Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies content. I'll see you in the next video, and have a fantastic day. Goodbye.